What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Vagabond 76, 77, 78. Interesting to me. Interesting, I guess, maybe end to that little arc that we had there. If that is the end of the arc, the whole Takezo versus Inchun, that whole thing. I'm gonna give it a couple more chapters to kind of let it breathe, to kind of see if they go back to it, they commented on it at all. I'm not sure how I felt about how it kind of ended. Because if you've been following, you know I don't like the whole like death fake outs. Like, is he not? This is for any story. It's like, is he conscious, unconscious? What does it mean? Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out as we go forward, and maybe we're not gonna get like what we saw is what we get. So we got to kind of accept it either way. Again, it was interesting, kind of showing, like, I don't know if he was never supposed to assume, like, it wasn't supposed to be assumed by the reader that he was dead in that moment, but kind of seeing his kind of soul flashback, this is a flashback of his life, was interesting. But then being able to like speak to us at the same time, the whole thing was interesting. And I like that the old man brought up that like we had it for a moment, like Musashi had it, like he had kind of like reached it, and then you saw kind of his normal rage come out, just like beating on what we thought at the time was maybe like his dead body. That's what, oh, that's fucked. And then, you know, he was presumed not to be dead. So I don't know, we'll see. Let me drag this over here. Let's press play on that. Lower the volume here so we don't blow out our eardrums. You guys should be able to see my cursor. All right, chapter 76. Don't put your life on the line. Are these dead bodies, or is he like, is this imagery supposed to be dead bodies, or he's just on a mountain peak? Master, you should be resting. Oh shit, he's up. Okay, I really thought he was like dying. Okay, so we're not completely. All I needed was a good night's sleep. But sir, you talk too much. Silence is golden. He'll last another 20. Oh, and we're still here. Okay, I thought we were like long gone, leaving this behind us, on to the next. Okay, so this goes. Well, don't just stand there. Give me a hand. You're feeling better. Huh. You look well. I'm glad you survived. Yes, it's good that you survived. Oh, he called him by his real name. Well, now what? You are not alone. And the whole like I want to live. I don't know. I gotta see what they did. I don't think we're gonna reference it at all. So maybe I'm holding out hope that like it gets addressed or gets commented on and yada yada blah blah blah. But I think like what we got is what we got. It was an interesting choice to go that kind of way of like, is it just like when you guys read this for the first time, if you're watching my reactions because you're a Vagabond fan and you want to see, did you think he was dead in that moment? Did you think he was just unconscious? What did you think of him like doing the Scrooge McDuck Christmas thing, like coming out of his body, seeing what others think, being able to connect with people on a different I don't know, the whole thing was odd. I'd say. Oh, we're actually seeing some emotion out of him, and not just like flashback or in his side, his soul. Like, we're actually seeing it. Thank you for all you've. Oh, we're leaving. Okay. Thank you for all you've done, old man. I promise to repay you for all. I've got an itch. Your parents, the gods, so many others. You could spend the rest of your life trying to return all the favors you owe people, and it still wouldn't be enough time. So don't go on about something you can't do. True. Like, are we ever going to come over here again? Or ever see him again? Here, take this. What's this? His famous pickles. My specialty. What the hell do you want? Can I help you? Sir? You trying to get this work again or what? And I hate how it's like their second fight is like off the record. It wasn't off the record when we were running through the forest pissing down our leg. Everybody saw that and was giggling and shit. What about when we hit him with a wooden stick across the face? Musashi, let's meet again. Next time. Let's try not to kill each other. Interesting. Interesting. Sir, I no longer need this. Is he, like, done? Like, that dream is done? As far as, like... I wonder if, like, the fighting and, like, leading the clan and the school, like, is all that behind? Like, that's just not the life he wants anymore? Or he's realized, like, he can be more than that? Pure strength. No sword. So many things in this world cannot be expressed with words. Some things cannot be explained. They must be experienced. Or he no longer needs this because, like, he's no longer going to be trying to go for kill shots. Like, he'll keep training and shit, but, like, the spear? No, not needed. Splendid. I am Inshun, the second generation master. Now then, how far is it to you? Oh, what does this little kid want? Lead the way, kid? No. Kid doesn't get to come back. Absolutely not. Man left us at our weakest. Absolutely not. Who is this guy? I don't think we've seen him yet. They call me Sensei. Whoa. They look alike. This just looks like Takezo with a goatee. This man refuses to pay for his lodging. So what? That just won't do? Who the hell are you bastard? Kojiro? He's got swords on him. Is he about that life? Sasaki Kojiro. Sasaki Kojiro. This man's got quite a reputation. I'm so sorry. Everyone fancies himself a samurai in training. I hope you don't think we're all the same. Of course not. Just hearing the name is enough to make most people tremble with fear. You must have cut down quite a few men. I can't even imagine. No, actually, it's getting difficult for me to find a willing opponent. Ha ha ha! I see. Fame has its problems too. My sword's hunger. Okay, is this the new opponent? New challenger approaches. My sword hungers for fresh blood. But when you're with us, you treat us as equals. I suppose there are all kinds of samurai. Yes, if only they were all like you. Because we're still on that journey of trying to find, like, the pure strength. What does it mean to be strong? You don't have to kill the rage, so it doesn't seem like it's going to come from this guy if this is who we run into next. Kiko seems to have fallen for me, but Oku trained me. Is this Matahachi? I didn't even fucking recognize him with the facial hair. And he's just going around with that name. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. All right. I thought it was a okay. Good on them. Yeah. Oku trained me perhaps too well in the matters of the flesh. All other women pale in comparison to her. What's he been up to? I'm going out for a drink. Okay, we're just running into thugs in the street. Good evening, sir. I mean, he definitely looks more the part than the last time we ran into him. Maybe it's the facial hair. Just living off that name and reputation. As long as no one actually tries him. But the problem is if we come across him, we'll recognize him. He's definitely will recognize us. Maybe we don't recognize him, but he will definitely recognize us. And people are going to be like, hey, fight this guy. You know, he's... And then what? Then what do you do? You again? Here's the guy. Fool, be polite. Pardon the intrusion. I am Kai Shojuro. I've dedicated the past 35 years to the way of the sword. Oh shit, see, people are going to want to challenge and we shall see whether I'm equal of the Ascending Dragons, this recent wave of talented young fighters. Ascending Dragons, I request a match. Yeah, see, this is the problem. What happens when this starts becoming a regular thing? Like, people hear the name. There's gonna be people that don't, like, run like these guys. They want to, like, test, like, oh, wow, that name is, like, where am I at? And then what does he do? He just, like, somehow blows off every single one of them? Absolutely not. I don't want to cause a disturbance. Let's go elsewhere. You are indeed young, but not as big as they say. I hear that you call your style... It's quite an achievement to develop your own style at such a young age. So, in any case, this guy, he seems different from all the other punks. He's nothing like a Kakabi. Yeah, we're getting a little nervous. What's he gonna try to do? Like... Oh no, there's other people here. I was like, what's he gonna try to do? Just like beat him over the back of the head when no one's looking? But there's other people here. Something wrong? Oh, it's just my sandal. I mean, this is how he has to do this. He can't actually... Well, I mean, we did see him beat somebody, but the somebody, like he said, they're not all like the other punks. When I'm talking people with like actual weight behind them. Some bricks in their back pocket that actually know what's going on. He just pushed these guys down the hill. What happens with like if they don't die and they just like come walking? Oh, is he just leaving this town? That's what I would do. You have to leave. You have to leave the town. Like if he's not killing these guys on sight, you gotta leave town. Just on to the next. See ya. A genuine tiger. It comes from a far land. A great tiger from Korea. The great Lord Kato captured this tiger himself, but it's dead. This is a tiger hide. You tricked me. What's it? She's right there. What's the point of looking at a dead tiger? I want my money back. Hey, I want my money back. Stop it, Granny. You're making a spectacle of yourself. Bro, she's right there. Will you two just go home? Literally, go get her and go home. Pardon. Oh, pardon me. Again, see, he immediately knows who that is. And does she? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what 78's got. Ascending Dragon. The phrase that, like, you know, they have here, it reminds me of the, what are they calling them in One Piece right now? I forget the name of them, but they have a name for like all the up-and-comers right now, you know, like Kid, Law, Luffy. Them talking about like all the up-and-coming swordsmen reminds me of all of them. Like, bro, why are you running? Like, what are you running from her? Why? Because like, well, I guess because, you know, his real name will get out and it'll cause a big scene and people will be... So maybe I get that part, but... Stop, wait, son, you fool. Why are you running away? Matahachi? Thief, stop, thief. Catch that thief. We got him. You're a thief, huh, you bastard? Damn you, you're a dead man. Hey, stop it. I said stop it, you cruel bastards. What are you talking about? He's a thief. No, he's not. How dare you? You lowly merchants have no right to kick around the son of a samurai. You're the one who said he was a thief. I yelled out, but I didn't ask you to stomp on him. You had no right to do that, you lowly merchants. Now go away. Yeah. So, what's the play here? Granny, that's enough. Matahachi's not a kid anymore. Shut up, Gon. How dare you run away from your own mother? You think you dropped out of the sky? You're my son. It's been 5 years since you were tricked by that bastard, Musashi. Oh, she knows the name he's going by now. To go out and fight. I thought you were dead. But you're living out here. Yeah, he told you this. And you said you didn't believe it. Look, mother, why didn't you come home? Are you hiding from your relatives? Why didn't you come and see your very own mother? I was too ashamed to return. What did you do after Sekihara? That was so shameful. Tell me.
YouTube Music is a music app made by YouTube.
A life of women and alcohol, and then you end up being a fugitive from Kyoto. That's it? You've ruined our family's reputation? To be honest with you, nobody knows him by name. They probably don't even know him by face. The family reputation is fine. I'm truly sorry. What are you doing now? You're wearing such nice clothes. But what's with this hair? Have you been given an official position? Yes. I mean, no, I haven't. I live by the sword. By the sword? I give lessons in sword fighting and such. The way of the sword, it took me a while. But I finally discovered the truth. All I have is the way of this. He's like falsely living by it, but he's not really about that life, but it's like getting him by. And now I think he's setting himself up for a real tragic death. This whole Usopp character type thing, like fake it till you make it, I just think it's gonna get him burned. Or maybe it doesn't get him killed, but maybe his mother or something, just bad. Really, well, a swordsman, how admirable. Yes, he might have been a fugitive, but the blood of the family runs through him all right. Look at this. It's a swordsman certificate. I know you were worried sick over me, but you can rest easy now, mother. I always thought you were a better man. I always thought you were a better man than Takezo, and I was right. Let me have a closer look. Yeah, it's not his name on there. Wait, why does it say? Yeah, it's a pseudonym. You have a respectable name, Matahachi. Because of my shameful past, I didn't want to tarnish. Oh my god, and he's still going on with it, with the facade and the lies. I see. Say I'm getting hungry. Let's go have something. I need to leave town before those two guys get up out of that ditch. The long-awaited reunion. Cheers. All this traveling paid off. Who would have expected it? I'm gonna hate when these guys walk in here and his mother's like, "Teach them a lesson. You're a swordsman, aren't you?" And it just turns into this whole like Mexican standoff. We're here with Matahachi, right, Granny? We're out of sake. More sake. Enough. Have you forgotten why we're here? We're looking for Takezo and Otsu? Have you forgotten we're out for revenge? What revenge? Your son is alive and right here. What's this about, Takezo and Otsu? You're oblivious to the happenings of the village? Don't you know what's happened to Otsu? Bro, he's been running through other women. It's the last thing on his mind. What's become of her? If she's still waiting for me, I'll return to Miyamoto village immediately. He didn't say that out loud. Yeah, he said it in his head. She's left the village with Takezo? Otsu with Takezo? Wait, what do you mean? It's obvious. She gave up on you since you didn't come home. Now she's with Takezo. And this old bitch is just peddling this fake news. Actually, he's calling himself Miyamoto Musashi now. Taquan had him hanging from the old cedar tree at the temple. He should have died, but Otsu helped him escape. She disappeared from the village that very same day. She spit on the... we know as a viewer, so Granny is just gonna run her shit. You see, Matahachi, that's why we are traveling the country. We can't go home until we make those two pay. Those two, they're involved? Don't be stupid. You're not little kids. You should see them for what they are. Okay, and now he's just distraught over it. Same guy that left us to fight for our life / thought we died and decided to have sex like 10 yards away and didn't even look to see if we actually did succeed and live, by the way. And left with said woman. Same guy that's having these like, oh my god, I can't believe those two would... It's the same guy right there. This is your man. Excuse me, we heard you mention Miyamoto Musashi. Do you know him by chance? We are from the same village. Miyamoto Musashi, we hear about him wherever we travel. Oh, see, he's got that. See, we got that. We got those bricks in our back pocket. He fought Denshichiro to a deadlock, and most recently he defeated Inchu. That word got out? There was only 3 people there. 4. Who's the old man gonna snitch to? For what purpose? He's not over here gossiping and telling stories. Whatever the other one is, Agon, why would he's not gonna want to embarrass Inshun. Like, Inshun's not speaking about it, so what are we speaking about it? Did somebody see it? Did the little kid out there talking shit? I don't know. Do you think we're out there speaking it? Maybe. I don't know. Of course these are just rumors. Inshun is still head of the clan, so we don't know how true the story is, but he must have at least held his ground. Amongst those of us dedicated to the sword, he is the greatest ascending dragon. That's what they say about Miyamoto Musashi. I thought you were from the same village. Aren't you happy for him? Yeah, that's us. Ascending dragon, huh? Hey, have you heard of Sasaki Kojiro? Yes, of course. They say he fights like a demon. And then his mother Someday. And now, oh my god. Okay, piss off. So what, is he gonna be on some revenge mission because of Takezo and Otsu running off together? Nah, bro, you gotta relax. You gotta relax. I don't take anything about this man's storyline serious at all. I cannot stomach him when he's on screen, and I hate everything that goes in it. I truly do, because like how long can you keep doing this? Just as I mean, it's gotten him this far. Granted, it has gotten him this far, but I feel like that luck runs out. So let's say these two run into each other, then what? It's not even close. Speaking of like the whole Usopp shit, it's like when he fought Luffy there for a moment. It's not competitive. It's not even close. There's nothing he can do. So what? I'm going to, just for right now until we actually see it, I'm going to assume he's not serious as far as like if he sees him, like it's on sight, you know? So we'll see. His mother's just as bad. She's over here peddling fake news. He's peddling fake news. They're all doing shit. Because isn't it known where Otsu's, well, maybe they don't know where Otsu's whereabouts are, but she's out there living life. Taquan could, you know, I don't know. It's a mess, but we'll leave it there and see. We'll leave it there and see how it goes. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, and as always,